Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Today we got a fun one. It's a little dumb, but a man went around asking women would they rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear. And then it just went viral across the internet, and it just was generalized. Would a woman be safer with a man or a bear in the middle of the woods? Okay, so I'm gonna play a couple of clips, but first, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Every so often I go live. I want to let you know on Wednesdays, tomorrow, every week, I have a sports show, and you're welcome to join in and check that out from 7 o'clock. It's like an hour long. Maybe it goes over a little bit, but it's all Eastern time. And then on Mondays, I'm on the Black Man Unfiltered Network, and I do a show on Monday nights, also at 7 Eastern. And the topics vary. It could be politics, it could be relationships. It could be, anything that I like to do or could think of. And I like to do what if type of things also on that channel. Start the dialogue rolling and see where we can go. But back to this. One of the things I want to say up in front, you know, society has set up men to be the scapegoat for everything. And I want the women, because it's mostly women who are answering this question, and a couple of simp and pandering men. But most men understand that I don't know anybody in my circle where they met a person in the woods, of a woman or a child, female child in the woods, that would hurt them over helping them. But if they ran into a bear, a grizzly, or or just a hungry bear in the woods, there would be food. And so some of you are going to get reference to the book, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. It was one of Stephen King's short novels, but it was very good. And I can tell you this much. It's about a little girl who got lost in the woods, walking the Appalachian Trail. And you got to go ahead and read that book and find out how the end happens. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the clip with the man asking women a question. Would you rather be in the woods with a man or a bear? And the answers weren't surprising, but they weren't even thoughtful. It was like automatically these women think that men would hurt them. So here goes. Stay tuned.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary.
With a bear. Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear.
I would say a man.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest?
Okay, so you go. So it was just one lady said a man. You know, all of, all the rest of them said they'd rather be in the woods with a bear. Now, one of the things, I don't know where this came from, but I think a lot of people don't understand how dangerous bears are. They eat a lot of plant food, but they like meat too, right? So if they see helpless meat, and one of the things about bears, when they in the woods, the brown bears, the big, or if you ran into a grizzly, they don't really worry about, as an apex predator in the woods that they live in their territory, they don't really worry about going for your jugular and killing you first. They eat you while you're still alive. So for women to think that most men are walking around just hoping they find a woman in the woods to take advantage of, just think about this. And I can understand, you'd be frightened because, yeah, men do harm women. But how many men do you know actually harm women? Your husband, your sons, your fathers, your uncles. the people you work with, the people you know, your friends, lifelong friends, do you think if they were in the woods and they found you or a little girl, that the first, or your husband would be the first thing you want, or a woman, the first thing you think he's going to do is try to assault her? I mean, really, that's what you really believe? Now, let's just kind of level this playing field. If he's in the woods and she's in the woods, they both want to go hiking, right? For the most part. Now, are there men who would hurt women? Yes, yes. But is this a what's the probability you're going to run into a man that wants to hurt you or a bear that's going to want to eat you, right? So this whole notion about a man being so scary, you rather face a bear in the woods that you can't run from, you can't climb a tree, you can't swim from, you can't do anything. With a man, you even have some of them, you even have a fighting chance. So this is really stupid. But there's a lady asked her husband the same question. And when you hear her trying to lead him on, you can see how absurd the question really is. Because from his perspective as a man and how he would behave and the people in the circle would behave, he thinks she's crazy. And so do I. So listen to this. Listen up. I'm going to go ahead and play that clip, and then we could talk about it. All right, we're going to share this, and here
Would
goes.
you rather our daughter be in the woods with a bear or a man?
I would say a man
Why?
because I could be that man.
No, not
What's
you,
the-
a stranger.
Okay, someone I don't know
Yeah.
versus a brown bear.
Why does it have to be a brown bear?
I'm just assuming that's what other black bear, brown bear.
Just a bear, Kenny.
I think I would still say man.
Really? You want our 13-year-old daughter to be?
If I found a 13-year-old in the woods, I would be like, okay, let me try and help you to safety.
No, that's really cute.
And a bear would be like, roar, I'm gonna eat you. The odds are better with the man. Like the odds are better with
I don't
man.
know if that's true. I think you're just assuming that all men are like you.
No, we'll just take like 10 people, line up 10 men.
Oh, this is not going well.
And then say 6 out of the 10 men are good. Those are better odds than one bear,
How
like
do you know
leaving
that-
my child with a bear. What is the bear gonna? The bear can't feed the child. The bear will eat the child.
And what might the man do to the child?
Hopefully, read stories, pass the time, and get him to safety. Walk upstream. Bears will just take you to their stream, and you just watch them like eat food and stuff. Or, like I said, the bear would like maul the child.
What if a man mauls the child?
Look, I got a D in stats in college, so I'm just trying to weigh my options here. The bear, it's not like Homeward Bound. Like a bear will kill you.
A man might kill you.
Yes, everything might kill you, but like, what is she gonna do? Jump up in a tree and the bear's like trying to get her while like a random man. Maybe the man's lost too, and they can help each other out. Now, if the man was living in the woods and wanted to be away for some reason, then that would be suspect. But if they're both like lost and they need to find a safe haven, the man has arms and legs. The bear, bears also have that, but they can't like articulate.
Here's a shovel for
Okay.
your hole.
So wait. No, I want to ask you the question.
The comment section is going to have a lot
No,
of
no,
fun
no.
video.
Wait, this is ridiculous because so you would want our 13-year-old daughter alone with a bear in the woods?
Yes, rather than a man.
Okay. Are you saying like we're gonna find her within like 10 hours?
You are really honing on the specifics.
I am trying to find the best situation for her to survive. The bear's not gonna like keep her safe unless it's a really cool
That
bear. Which
man
would be...
may also be the life keeping her safe.
No, that's true, but there's better odds that the
Okay.
man will take her to safety.
Oh, you are so sheltered and
But the
Cute.
bear can't talk.
This is sad.
If you can communicate with the bear,
Okay,
you can
yeah,
communicate with the
Dr.
bear.
Doolittle, that's enough for you.
I just think this. I think if you ask like 10 other people, they would say 9 out of 10 would say the man.
So, wait, what?
People would pick the man
No.
over the bear.
No, that's
more
that's
than
so incorrect.
more than not.
The internet says otherwise.
So there's videos of this that people pick the bear.
Everybody picked the bear.
The fact that there are this many functioning.
Listen, you know what? Shout out to Poor Man's Podcast. I can go to this guy's TikTok, but I just didn't want to do that. The point really is, if you heard how she was so absurd, first of all, it's mostly women who say that they would rather be with a bear because most of them are idiots, okay? As opposed to thinking that every man is going to harm them because they're men. I mean, the absurdity of that, when men have claimed the whole world for women to live in, especially in the West, almost fear-free. Almost. Now, the fact that some men, a small amount of men, actually do hurt women has nothing to do with this conversation because that's life. Nobody's going on the internet talking about how often women delete their children or the elderly because they are number one in those categories. Right? So it's nobody, especially men. We don't go around saying stupid shit and plastering it out on the internet like women do. Right? So if my daughter was in the woods, and yeah, there's a chance that if a man just randomly was there with him, he would hurt her. Yes, that could happen. Or if she met a man who's also on a hiking trail and she was lost, chances are he would help her to safety. With a bear, the chances are she would be food fed to her cubs. Right? So listen, and anybody who has any thoughts about, go read the book. You can read plenty of books and do some research. But The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon is a good book. So you get some fiction, but you'll get an idea of the perils of a little girl who's lost in the woods and being stalked. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, so without really going into all the details and stuff like that, if there wasn't anything else that could get hot on the internet that's foolishness and denigrates men, we're talking about, here's another thing that women have concocted to try to say that men are the worst creatures on earth, but they want to take our money. They want to be in our lives. So if you are a married woman like that woman who was on there talking to her husband, and she's trying to convince him as a man he's worse off. His kind, it's all except him, by the way, will actually harm a 13-year-old girl in the woods because he's an exception as opposed to the rule. I don't know any of the people in my circle who would actually be in the woods if they would encounter a girl who was lost, who would take advantage of that girl as opposed to taking care of her and getting her to safety. And every woman who comes on and says that a girl in the woods is safer with a bear, they forgot that they have husbands, they forgot that they have sons, they forgot that they have their parent who's a man, grandparent who's a man, uncles who are men, people who are all they're saying is that men in general are monsters. Can you imagine that? Worse than a wild animal who eats food when he gets the opportunity to. This is the most absurd, idiotic thing that could just get planted out there and women just run with it. Run with the stupidity. Anyway, I don't have to go longer. If y'all want to argue that in general, men just want to live their lives to hurt women in the West, where men have nearly created a utopia for all you fucking women to live in, it's crazy to me. Anyway, our pain, marriage, politics, and sports, over and out.